and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all. 2
weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. First, and this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. John Ross, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mayfield on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Mack Wilson, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. The first down run with Chubb is going to go nowhere. He's, in fact, going to lose a couple. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dwyer. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mayfield looks to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. Mayfield on play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Sack, baby! Sack, baby!
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape it.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Dwyer. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun. Dwyer. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
57. Mike, 57. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 57, 57, get it.
On 4th down. Dwyer. And that is going to be incomplete. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a first down following a gain of 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On second down, Mixon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. So first and second down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Mayfield now. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
I'm coming back.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Buying time to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Dwyer. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They're going to try and throw. And he comes back with one complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Big stop, Big stop, let's go.
On 1st and 10, Dwyer. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Dwyer.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Back to throw. Dwyer. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That's good for 28 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down, Mayfield. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Plant. Blue draw quarter.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chump. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Hey, let's go. Get set.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Charlie.
Off the play fake. Dwyer, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. This quarterback now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Hey, 96 is coming. We got Mike 96.
Operating from the gun. Dwyer, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Get one. 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Mike 96. Mike 96. I got it. Hey, 96 is coming. We got Mike. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Mike 96. Mike, let's go.
To throw again. Dwyer. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown, baby.
John Ross in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So we come, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Browns to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Steelers, and they lead this one as well as they start here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Dwyer. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We got to step it up. Check it backer, check it backer. Bravo. Back. Go.
Off play action. Dwyer. Open man is Ross, complete.
We got this.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Looking to throw. Dwyer taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dwyer. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. He's got his man on the crossing route. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Dwyer. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 6 yards away. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now Joe Mixon. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Fielded just inside the 20. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Ready.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Operating from the gun, Dwyer. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Dwyer. He wants it all for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Akello Witherspoon. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look.
Rush coming, and he he's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On second down now, Mixon. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Hey, echo.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the line. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Mike 96, Mike 96. Here we go. And 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. Record. Hey, exit. Mike 96, Mike 96. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. And that's
on 4th down, Dwyer. Able to find Isabella. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey, they scared.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves.
And he's going to go down again.
Hurry.
Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, wahoo! Get it.
Operating from the gun, Dwyer. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Malik Collins. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Hey, Delta. Steve Griffin.
On 4th down, Dwyer going deep to the end zone for Juju. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature.
Now Mayfield lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. On second down, Mixon. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Now, the Bengals on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be third and forever. Back near his goal line. Here's Mayfield. Going to take a shot for Gallup. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Come on, set. 15, line it. 15 line. Let's go.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Hey, let's go.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Ready.
They run it again with Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Mayfield to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the gun, Mayfield. And Tate's got it. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Mayfield now from the 50. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. One last shot from Mayfield here. And he will find his man on the outside. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. So